Welcome back to TEDS, my dear friends. It had been a quite long gap between the previous video and this video. I had been also a bit busy with various other activities. Sorry for that. Every week, let's come up with a video hereafter. Communication skills. When we talk about communication skills, we normally think communication is just speaking and the other person listening to whatever you are talking. Is that easy? Is it easy to communicate? There have been so many things that we ignore when we are talking about communication skills. So let us focus on the hurdles that are ignored when we are talking about communication skills in this video. Before we get into the topic hurdles that had been normally ignored by us when we are talking about communication skills, let us also evaluate how communication happens. Normally, I am a communicator. I code in whatever information I wanted to pass on. The medium of passing is the language that I talk about. Maybe I talk in English. I code the information. Then I send it through a medium called language. And the person who is receiving, he decodes the information that I send and he understands it and he internalizes the information that is passed from my end to his end. So there is a sender, the sender codes the information, and there is a receiver who decodes the information from the center, what he receives, the information that is received from the center. So when you communicate, when you code in the information and send it to the receiver, when he decodes, there are certain criteria that affects his own decoding and his own understanding of the message that we send. That's what we call hurdles when we talk about communication. When a communication needs to be very effective, we need to understand and address these hurdles. See, what are the hurdles that we have got? Maybe even the language proficiency itself is the hurdle. Maybe if I am communicating in English, the language that the other person understands, in case if he is a Chinese, he may not even understand English. So that becomes a kind of a hurdle or a barrier to understand better, even though he is an Indian. And the kind of a proficiency that he has in English also disturbs the person in the way that the person perceives and decodes the language that I speak. My language, my English is different, and the person who is a receiver the other side, his English is different. The proficiency level is different. So when we talk about communication skills, we normally say, don't use sophisticated language, make it very simple. That is the reason why we call it speak in a simple or write in a simple English language or any other language that you are using as a medium. The next hurdle that we can, maybe the barrier of communication skills, may be the kind of a relationship, rapport with the sender and the receiver. That is, the person who communicates and the person who receives the communication. The relationship is more important. For example, I have a prejudice against the person who is coming and talking to me. I don't like him. And I always think he is a person who wants to dominate and wants to put me down, belittle me every time whenever he talks to me. In case if the person has that kind of a relationship or a prejudice against the person who is giving the information, that affects the information too. He may not be in a position to understand what the person is trying to talk in a normal terms. Always the receiver gets into a defensive mechanism trying to hide his ears to the person who is talking to him, or he will be always thinking about what is he going to target me about on this point today. So that disturbs the kind of a communication the receiver is going to give him. The next hurdle that we focus on communication skill may be the implied meaning of that words. When you are using a word, there is a connotational meaning and denotational meaning. We always segregate and separate these two types of meaning. That is what we mean by implied meaning. When I say, I would like him to be a part of this show, that is a normal sentence that I am just, without any expression, without any kind of emphasis on certain words, I am just uttering, I would like him to be a part of this show. But when a person says, I would like him to be a part of this show, that is a different meaning. Okay, I would like him to be a part of this show. That gives a different meaning. So even though the sentence is the same, the kind of an implication that you give when you're through your expressions, that also becomes a vital medium for understanding. The next one, culture. Culture plays a vital role. Human being is a social animal. So how we have developed our own characters and even the knowledge is controlled by external factors like culture, the society that you are coming from, and even the moral values, ethical norms, each and everything, how it is being taught to you also makes you a person, and you try to evaluate and understand the information that you get based on your own culture too. Culture plays a vital role. Simple example, when you are talking about simple, hi, how are you? In UK, you are supposed to say, just tell them back, how are you? It is a kind of a greeting, that's all. In maybe in the US, when you are talking about, when you are greeting a person, hi, how are you? I'm fine, and you? That is how they reply. But when you are going to a German, in Germany, when you ask him, how are you? He is asked in a typical manner whether you are doing well, how is your health, and what it is. So he responds according to, okay, I am fine today. Yesterday I was not well, I was having fever. So there is a difference of the information that you get based on your own culture. Even the understanding differs. I just wanted to enumerate with a kind of an example that I had. I went for a marriage function of my friend. He is also from South India, but not from my area. He is from Andhra Pradesh. I am from Tamil Nadu. So I attended the function, and there was a dinner which was served. So there was a banana leaf, and they started serving. In my culture, when they start serving the sweet, they start with sweets. When they start serving the sweets, you start eating. It's not required that you need to have everybody coming and sitting and occupying the seats, and it is not required that they should serve all the items on your platter. It's not required. So as they serve, you can eat. That is the culture that I have come from. But when I went to the marriage function of my friend, that it was informed to me, one of my friends came and told me, see, you are not supposed to eat and start eating unless and until they serve totally whatever they have got it on the buffet or for their dinner. All the items, once they have served it, only then you should start. And they start serving only when the total refectory is full. All the seats are occupied, only then they start serving. And in Tamil Nadu, when you are keeping the leaf closed like this from top to down, it means that you want the relationship. But when you are closing it upside down, it means you don't want the relationship at all. Here it was entirely different. You are not supposed to even close the banana leaf. So the culture plays a vital role, even understanding what it means by the kind of acts that you do. It also directs you with certain values and principles, and through which your own act, it communicates certain things to the other people too. In case if I close, it is mistaken as something else in different culture. But if I close it this way, it is taken in a different note in Tamil culture. So things are different. So culture also plays a vital role even through for your communication. So it cannot be exempted. So there are so many other hurdles too for communication skills. Now let us focus then how to make it more effective. So we call it feedback system. So it is not only coding, sending the information, the receiver decodes and understands by his own understanding, but it should not stop there. You need to start asking for feedbacks, asking them whether it is understood or not, and getting a glimpse of their own response from their own end about their own understanding of what has been said to them. So that is more important. Getting a feedback from the receiver to you to analyze whether the information that you have passed on is received at the other end 100% to what you wanted to share. So my dear friends, this is what I had to tell you today about communication skills, especially focusing on the hurdles that we normally ignore when we talk about communication skills. There are so many other things also. These are a few things that I wanted to tell you so that you can keep in mind and practice when you are communicating with your own peers or others. Thank you very much. Please like my video and subscribe my video if you have not done. Thank you very much. Catch you with another video next week. Thank you.